Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nemesis Gaming League. We are back for our third and final game of the night. Week 3, Season 5. We're taking it to the Challenger League where we've got Big Ascension versus Orbit. Ascension coming in with a 4-0 record, absolutely shaking the foundation of this situation. Orbit coming in with a 2-2, not doing too bad, not doing too great. Right there in the middle, your boy Psychonautic is going to deliver you some play-by-play Rocket League action, and I'm joined in the booth by somebody that I personally don't know too well, but I know he's been in the league for a little bit. Magic Pepperoni, it's a pleasure to have you here.
Yes, sir. I'm excited. I'm ready for some quality Rocket League between two of the better teams I believe in the Challenger League. Ascension, as you said, 4-0. Definitely a scary team, one of the best teams looking forward into playoffs time. Orbit, they're kind of sitting in the middle of things, 2-2, not where they want to be, not where they would like to be, kind of in an awkward state, looking to go above 500 with a win today. And they have their hands full with Ascension, and this is going to be an absolute banger of a match. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am excited too. And for anybody watching that doesn't know, I'm just going to read off real quick the rosters of both these teams. Ascension, the standing roster anyways, comes to the table with Hunt Turned, Pygo, Teskimo, and rounds it out with the Dusking. And then Orbit comes to the table with Spork, Regret, Cosme, and rounds their roster off with Blazing Dragon. Now, Magic Pepperoni, you're a prospect player or are you a challenger?
Prospect.
Prospect. Okay. Do you know any of the cats in this lobby here?
Well, Ascension is in my org, so I know those guys pretty well. They're some fun dudes to hang around, and they're just as good when it comes to getting serious for game time. And I'm also pretty familiar with some of the guys from Orbit. I mean, not Spork and Regret, but I remember Cosme from last season. He's a very good player. Won finals for Acceleration, I believe. And I had some time doing casting workshops with Blazin, and he is a really cool dude as well. So very competitive game ahead of us, I believe.
And I'd be inclined to agree with you there. I can also vouch for Regret, Spork, and Blazing. I know for a fact Regret and Blazing have some amazing chemistry together. Probably one of the best duos in the mid leagues here in Nemesis, in my opinion. They've been playing together pretty much since the inception of Nemesis. So that's two to look out for. So let me get it from you. Let me get that caster unbiased. Your unbiased caster prediction.
No bias here. Just looking off our records, I think it's pretty obvious who the favorite is, but that didn't mean much in our first series that didn't go the way I was hoping it would in the Origin series. But I believe in my guys from the Evolution org. I think Ascension has what it takes, and I wouldn't be surprised to see a 3-0. But I'm really hoping Orbit proves me wrong and gives us a show and brings us to 5 games. So I'm going 3-0 with Ascension.
Rio with Ascension. That's a tall order for the Ascension boys to fill, but I think that you could be right. If any team's going to do it, it's Ascension. They have been firing on all cylinders so far this season, and you know that they've got the mindset going into this game that they want to keep that pristine record untouched by a loss, but on the flip side of that, Orbit's got a lot to prove here. So, they might well toggle tonight. And if there's one thing I do believe in, I believe in Space Jam. I've always believed in Space Jam. Those guys are just cracked over there.
Yeah, they have a solid org over there. I believe it's one of the new orgs, and they're really showing up. And if you're Orbit, this is your chance to prove yourself. You're sitting right in the middle, 2-2. You got the doubters, you got the people who believe in you. You got to prove people wrong and prove the people right that believe in you. And there's no better place to do it than against the undefeated Ascension, the easily the first place seed so far this season. They got a very scary lineup, a very well-known lineup. A lot of the players are making names for themselves in the Challenger League. And Orbit, they have nothing to lose in this game except a chance to knock out the perfect record of Ascension, excuse me, to give them a blemish and really get themselves going to a 3-2 record and just hitting themselves forward with a better record than they have now.
Yeah, most definitely. And I think just so everybody's aware, I think we're waiting just on one player to get into the lobby. He should be
Yeah.
loading into the game right now. So we're gonna get this underway. But I would like to comment on something that you said. You mentioned that Orbit was actually an expansion org, which is true. But for those of you who don't know, Orbit is actually Space Jam is actually an OG, one of the original orgs of Nemesis from season one, season two. I think that they fell out in season three, if my memory serves
That's
correct.
right.
And it looks like we finally got the last player into the lobby. Skies RL finally joins up. So we should be getting everybody out onto the pitch here pretty soon. Oh, it looks like, just kidding. Fork left. So
I don't know what we're doing. We're kind of just
l-
waiting
let's
around.
talk longer.
Yeah, because y'all get to hear us blabble on. What am I saying? Talk more. That's an easier way to say it. And because this game could be very one-sided or an upset that no one sees coming. And if you watch the first series, there's no reason just to believe this is a done series. Underdog always is in it. Not until it says 3 wins for one side or the other. That's when it's over. And I do believe Orbit can prove me wrong. Give us a hell of a series because I want some exciting Rocket League. I don't want no more 3-0s. We had a good series for the last series between Godfathers and the Dragons, so I would love another 5-game series, and I believe Orbit can do it. So I think we're ready to go now.
Yeah, I think that if anybody from the Central Division can do it, it's Orbit, them being the closest to a rival in that, or excuse me, Ascension in that conference, which this is an in-conference match, just so everybody's aware. And we are getting into this game one in this best of five. We see Ascension start off with a little bit of the aggression here. Regret going up to hit it to the side, but he's going to miss his touch. Teskimo getting it sent to the other side. Hunt turned. Gonna keep the aggression. Sky sends it out. Regrets there for the redirect. Teskimo's waiting in net. Gets the easy save. Gets it past one of the defenders in the midfield. But he's gonna leave it in the corner. Blaze is gonna try and send it out. But Dusking able to make a stop. Regret falling up to send it down. Teskimo takes it away from him. Can't get it past Skies in his own backfield. Hunt turned. Is able to get in front of that. The ball gets pinched out to the mid. Huntert's going to send it down. As the ball is going to float in the mid here. And the first minute is elapsing out of this game. And it seems like Orbit here, Magic Pepperonis, are commanding a little bit more aggression.
Yeah, they have a couple whips, but nothing to write home about. They're finally getting some pressure here, and they're showing they can definitely hang with Ascension. They're not to be joked about. And if they can just get one to the back of net, they can definitely take this game one, as it's pretty back and forth right now.
And it might even be kind of easy to sort of get under Ascension's skin. Ascension has only dropped 2 games this entire season out of all the best of fives that they've played so far, which is pretty impressive, if I do say so myself. I think they dropped both games uh, last week, last Wednesday. I could be wrong about that, but I think they dropped both games last week. So maybe getting a win, just getting one win off them, be enough to sort of get their feathers ruffled, and Orbit can get some momentum going. As we see, they're trying to generate a little bit more. Ascension was able to keep it in their half a little bit there, but not actually able to get any shots on net. They still have 0 so far in this game. Teskimo trying to get one, but Orbit's gonna take it off to the side. Blazing Dragon able to get in front of Hunt Turnt right there. Regret with a demo on Dusking. The ball is floating in the mid. Dusking's up. He gets the touch, send it down. Regret in the corner. He's going to get control of it. He tries to get it past one. He does. Sky's going to come, hit it off the wall, up to Hunter, who's going to clear it off of the back wall. As we reach the midway point, there's still no goals on the board for either team here, Magic Pepperoni. What are you seeing from your end?
A lot of nerves, a lot of stream nerves. That's very common. You can see they're kind of playing slower than they're probably used to. The awkward situation here, but taken care of, and back to our state of nothingness that we have going on here. But if they can just break through the nerves, I believe both teams are definitely capable of scoring goals. A lot more than we've seen so far. Not a lot of shots on goal so far.
Not so many, but that was almost one for Ascension right there as they got an assault on the net, able to pick up 4 shots in just a small amount of time. So we see how deadly they can be if they are able to get control of the ball. Oh my goodness, and that was almost another one, but Blazing ready to make the stop. This guy's gonna send it back pass to his own corner. Regret trying to take control, but he's gonna get bumped. Teskimo is gonna find the empty ball. Blazing's gonna send it out. Dusking trying to keep it in as the ball's gonna sort of bounce off. They get the 50. Regret slowing things down, but Hunturn's not gonna let him get it out. Skies with the big clear. Dusking's gonna keep it in. Blazing Dragon sends it out, but we're getting some ping pong back and forth here in the midfield as we've been seeing most of the game. I gotta wonder, Magic Pepperoni, whenever somebody's finally just gonna turn things on a little bit, and that's gonna be it right there. Skies going in with the big bump play.
A classic caster curse. You want action, you get action. Orbit able to break the ice with the scoring in this series and finally give us something to get excited about. And 50 seconds just to hold on, and they'll have game one.
And that was a big statement from Orbit right there. Nobody able to score 4 minutes into the game, and this could be it. Don't let him drop it. Oh, Blazing just able to get back and stop Ascension from equalizing the score there. Guys able to get a pinch and send it down. Hunturn's going to turn on it. He's able to get the touch and get it past Skies. Regret trying to take control off the sidewall. He's going to send it down to Blaze. Blaze is there, but it's going to go up. Skies is there to clean it up, but it's going to hit the crossbar and not go in. Teskimo with the clear to Hunturn. Hunturn down to Skies. Skies getting in front of it as that ball was on the net. The last 15 seconds, Ascension has to turn it on right here, right now, or they're going to drop this game one. Regret off the backboard. He's going to bump Hunt. Turnt. Dusking off the backboard. This could be it for Ascension. Hunturn off the backboard. Teskimo with the side flip. Unfortunately, not going to be able to get the touch. Orbit is going to take game one.
Ascension had a shot there at the end, but nobody where they needed to be to finish that off. It might have been a double commit because that ball just was floating above the net and no one was there when it came down. Orbit proving themselves, taking game one against a team they were not supposed to take any games off of. Even my prediction, I thought this would be a light work series for Ascension, but the Nerves definitely getting the best of them. They're hitting the ball, but not getting quality touches, and it's all about quality touches in this level of play. And Orbit getting off on the right foot, and they just have to hold on and keep playing the way they are, maybe get some more offense going, and they're in control of the series.
I agree with you there. Quick, quick little side note. We're going to reset the server real quick as we had a player ask for a server reset. So we are going to just have 1 quick minute away from the pitch as we get everybody loaded back up into a new server. But Magic Pepperoni, one thing that I noticed was Orbit didn't really have to do much offensively. They really turned it on in the front half of that game, got their first point, and then just played really smart and didn't let Ascension in the beginning. They didn't even let them get shots. But then once Ascension was able to break in, they picked up accumulated a lot of shots pretty quickly. But Orbit was still able to shut down their offensive flawlessly.
Yeah, Ascension kind of stale on the offensive end. I mean, they had opportunities for sure, but not a lot of powerful hits. Kind of just having a stalemate in that game. And Orbit really just a nice play on getting one goal is all it took. It might have been a bump play, I think you said, and that's really all it takes to get a goal in a series like this, where it's just back and forth, a lot of ping pong going on. And going forward, Ascension, I know they're better than that, and I know they can give us a better show. So I think all they have to do is really just get some better hits, better touches on the ball, and they have nothing to worry about. But you definitely think the Nerves are gonna get to them now, knowing they're down, perfect season on the line, on stream. It's a lot to handle. Hopefully, we get a better showing from them in game two.
I agree, and as you mentioned, Skies RL with the big bump play that gave Orbit the ability to take the win there, which is pretty impressive. If I'm thinking about the right person, he's actually a sub up from their prospect team. So if that's true, he's 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 showing out here in this challenger lobby.
Yeah, he definitely is. and it shows how little it takes to make a difference, and he's definitely doing that in the series. It only takes a little bit in a series like this just to be that one guy to break through, break the ice, and give your team a lead that just holding out on defense will be enough to take a win. Orbit, they just got to keep doing what they're doing, and they'll be in a good situation.
Now, one thing that I'd like to say is nobody on Orbit, even though they were able to take that dub there, it seemed like none of them really sort of stood out and made a name for themselves. It seemed like the whole team was sort of moved as a cohesive unit. Is there anybody from that roster that you would like to see sort of step up and become like, I don't know, the MVP, if you will, of this match?
I believe in Blazin. I think Blazin has the mechanics to do it. I think he's a season 3 runner-up, so he definitely has experience playing in stream games, big situations. He's not the guy to shy away from the big moments, and I know he has the ability mechanically to make the plays happen. It has to be that guy just to show up and give Orbit that spark before Ascension finds their guy, because it's really going to be whoever gets things rolling first and breaks the nerves away. That's going to be the team that's going to take control of the series very quickly. And Orbit, while they have the lead now, there's no reason they should be sitting back in their chairs getting comfortable, because we know the firepower Ascension has whenever they get rolling.
Speaking of which, I think that Orbit might all be sitting back in their chairs as we're waiting on them to join the lobby. And here they finally
There you
joining
go.
up. We're able to get back into that. But the flip side of the conversation that we just had there, Magic Pepperoni, especially I would like to especially ask you, because you're a part of their org, what does Ascension need to do? What did you see them not do in that game in order to take that dub?
Well, they are missing Pygo, who's I think one of their best players. So they really have to make up for him not being there. And it starts now because they can't wait any longer. But they need Spark fast.
And we'll see if they're able to get something going here in this game too. Orbit is up by one, best of five. As Skies is going to send that down from the Orbit's defensive zone. He's going to go for the double, but he's not able to get it. Dusking going to get a clear ball on it. Dusking with the follow, trying to get it past, but Regret is smart enough, but Regret can't clear it, and Hunter is going to clean it up.
And Ascension showing why they're so dangerous. Just a situation where if you get a shot on goal, that the guy in goal has to hit it. And Ascension's teammates, they're first, and an easy, quick 1-0 lead for Ascension.
And within the first 20 seconds of game two, we're seeing more of what people are expecting from Ascension, this 4-0 team, as they turn it on quickly to make a name for themselves. Hunter with the backboard clear there. Blazing Dragon off of the corner, but he's going to barely miss his touch. Tessimo's going to send it out. Regrets there to keep the pressure alive, but it looked like Skies got bumped out of the offensive zone there. Not able to go for the ball. Hunter trying to get it on net. Teskimo going to come out of nowhere and slam it in.
And Orbit looking like they need to warm up again. They're just moving slow, not having clean rotations in the defensive end. And Ascension, they're punishing very quickly. They're a very dangerous team. You can't give them that much time in front of the goal. Easy 2-0 lead with only a minute into the game.
We're seeing a much different game in this game too. Skies trying to get something in front of the net, blazing there, but it's not going to be on. Skies trying to keep the pressure. Regret is going to rotate back. He's going to turn a little bit too early. Blazing Dragon sends it up. He's going to follow. He gets the touch, but Dusking able to get the dunk and keep his drive slow. Hunter's going to send that to the side. Hunter able to get in front of that ball. Gets pinched to the other side. Teskimo's up, but it's going to get touched by Regret. Oh my goodness, he snuck that in.
An absolute blistering laser, 72 miles an hour, with like an unfortunate 50 that goes Regret's way, and quickly puts us back in a manageable situation for Orbit. And Ascension, there's not much you can do about that, just an unfortunate 50.
Not much you can do about it at all. You just got to move forward. Still plenty of time left on the clock for Orbit to get that second equalizing goal. Ascension still up by one. Teskimo is going to send that to the side. Teskimo with the follow. Gets it under Blaze. Hunter is going to keep it rolling, but Skies is going to get a big clear off of it. Back down to Skies. Skies with the trap, trying to get it past, but Teskimo is going to send it out. Blazing Dragon trying to keep it in, but it's going to get sent back. Dusking with the redirect, but Regret able to get back in time, make the stop. Skies to the mids, off Skies again, up to Blazing. Blazing sends it back up, but it's going to get sent down. Hunt Turnt able to stop the offensive pressure. Regret with the fake, gets it past one, but it's going to get bounced off the top of his car by Dusking and cleared away. As we reach the halfway point, Orbit still down by one. Game two, they are up in the series. Teskimo going to send that down. Regret was waiting. Regret to follow, but it's going to pinch by Hunturnt. Blazing going to have to 50 with Dusking. Not able to get it out. Skies with a big clear. Teskimo not able to get the touch he was looking for. The ball sent out. 2 minutes left on the clock. And Ascension playing a lot better here, Magic Pepperoni. I'm starting to wonder if Orbit's going to be able to pick up the pieces.
Yeah, they gave him too much time in front of the goal and Ascension punished. We were asking for somebody to step up, give him that spark, and Hunter definitely being that guy so far. Atop the scoreboard with a nice 420 points going on right now. And if you're Orbit, you got to get some quality hits, some good clears, and that's not a good way to start it. With almost another goal, a lot easier to come back from one than two.
That is very, very true. Simple maths, my guy. And that would have been detrimental for Orbit at this point, as they seem just completely unable to get any sort of offensive pressure generated on this new Ascension. Hunter coming in there for a demo, having three to choose from, not able to get a single one. And the double comes
Ooh.
out, and that's going to leave it wide. Hunter is going to sink an easy one.
And that is not going to help you out if you're Orbit. Skies looked like he had it, but Blazin was already committed to that ball, and now the best clear from Skies leaves it in front of the net, and an easy cleanup for Hunter, I believe. Might have been Tuscamo, I'm not sure actually.
I believe the goal went to Hunter,
There you go.
his second of this match, and that
Ooh.
one's gonna go to the Dusking. He said, "Hold on, guys, let me get on the board as well."
Yeah, Huskin wants a piece of the action with a very nice read, a tough angle, but he makes it work no problem. Light work for the Dusking, and a 4-1 lead. This got out of hand very quickly for Orbit.
Yes, yes, it did. A minute left on the clock. Orbit almost looking like this game might be a wash. They do still technically have the time, but they have to start playing like they were in game one to get it going. Blazing is going to start with some offense here, trying to get it in front, but Hunter, like a brick wall, is making the stop. Dusking likewise makes a stop of his own. Regret, he's going to get boomed, so he can't follow. Blazing with the second touch off of the corner. Can he get it in? He doesn't have enough boost. He ran out of boost just right there, not able to make the conversion. Hunter is going to send it down. Skies keeping it going with the fake. Can't get it past Teskimo, though. Regret's going to leave it for Blaze. Blazing is 50 with Teskimo, but it's going to go in favor of Teskimo. Gets sent back. Hunter is going to send it down. Skies RL, and this is pretty much it. The last 10 seconds, practically impossible at this point for Orbit to win this game. It only has to hit the ground, but Regret's going to keep it up. Sky's going to keep it up, trying to get that last second goal, but no, it's going to hit. Ascension's going to take game two.
Ascension turning it on, started off slow, but showing they're a force to be reckoned with, showing why they're 4-0. They're not just some trash team that's getting lucky. Once they get going, they're very scary. But on the same side of things, Orbit, really three of their goals are from their own mistakes, just bad touches, double commits. Clean up those few things, and we have a 1-1 game, and we're probably in overtime right now. But you can see Hunter just by himself on the top of the scoreboard. Definitely had some help with some nice passing plays. But Hunter, being the guy that Ascension needed to get going, once he had that first goal, it was lights out, and Ascension got it rolling and evens up the series. And I think Ascension's back in control. Orbit, you got to slow things down, take control, better hits, and you'll be fine. But back to 1-1. This is not exactly where you wanted to be after winning game one if you're Orbit.
Yeah, especially not in the way that they won game one and then lost game two. just barely winning game one, not scoring until 4 minutes in, and then not being able to secure anything else, and then getting scored on 4 times in this game, especially like you said, when 3 of them were pretty much on their own mistakes. That's got to be a demoralizer. So I'm sure we're all interested to see how Orbit is going to be moving forward in this match. This game three, it's tied up 1-1. This is a very pivotal match for both sides. Let's see who moves forward 2-1 in the series and into match point position. Has Regret trying to start it off. Can't get the second touch. Dusking with the clear. Hunter not able to beat Blazing to it. Blazing sends it up for Skies. Skies with the not with the hit, with the miss. I was gonna say that, but that's kind of toxic feeling. Guys though gets the touch right there. He's gonna get the control. Not able to get it past Hunter. Hunter trying to get a second one, but Blazing gonna get in there and jam him up. Dusking's gonna send it on. That was so close. It hit just the top bar. Eskimo trying to get something going. Hunter is going to send it in front of the net, but it's going to get pinched. It's going to go far. Skies slowing it down. Gets the touch. He can't follow it. He's got no boost and nobody from orbit back. Teskimo with the big play.
A defensive rotationary era. Two guys, one guy actually going upfield for a possible pass, and then the goalie getting beat, leaving nobody there to save it. A nice beat by Teskimo, and he breaks the ice in this game very quickly. Only 1 minute into the game, and Ascension's in control.
And not how you want things to start off if you are orbit. And this is unfortunately almost really dangerous. Eskimo going for the style play, but not able to seal the deal. Regret just trying to get it out of his territory. It's going to get cleared. Skies trying to get the bump. Does get the bump on Teskimo, but it's sent all the way to Dusking, who was waiting for it. Teskimo with the big one. Dusking's up, but not enough juice to get to that ball. Teskimo's the last one back. Regret tries to get the dunk. Almost gets it, but it goes wide. Dusking trying to get it past Skies with the touch. Teskimo on, but Blazing on as well with that save. Blazing sends it down. Teskimo pops it up. Regrets there. He gets the touch off the backboard. Blazing Dragon, he's going to send it in.
Ascension getting punished for their very soft hits, hitting it right above their goal. Not what you wanted to see. Even though there's 3 people in their defensive rotation right in front of the goal, Blazing able to slot it and punish the defensive rotation from Ascension, and we're back to a tie game.
And that's the play that I've been expecting to see from those two cats the whole night. I love seeing Regret and Blazing get their pass and play on. It's always so fluid. The ball almost, Blazing is almost able to get another one, and Skies is going to clean it up, and just like that, Orbit takes the lead.
Just when we think Ascension has it all figured out, back-to-back rotationary errors, I think they might have bumped into each other, and not what you want to see happen if you're Ascension right now. You had control of the series going forward, and two goals given up back-to-back throws away their lead, and now they're at a deficit.
Yeah, and that is not the position you want to be in if you're Ascension. They still got plenty of time as we're getting to the halfway point. They're only down by 1. This is not unbelievable. They'll come back. Regret with a big flick, but he's not able to get it past Dusking. Sky is trying to clean it up, but he's not going to be able to. Ascension with the good defense right there. Teskimo going to get the pop, send it back. Skies with the follow, trying to get it off the corner, trying to get it past Hunter, and he gets the 50, but not able to get it past Dusking. He's going to get the clear out. Dusking to Regret, over to Hunter. Hunter trying to get it off the sidewall. Blazing with the 50, almost gets it in, but Teskimo sends it out. Teskimo sends it down off of the backboard. Regret misses his touch, but it's sent all the way over to Hunter. Blazing Dragon gets the demo on Hunter and sends it to Sky. Sky's off the sidewall. Blazing wasn't there for the return pass. Hunter sends it down, but it gets popped up. Hunter going to send it back to the mid. Regret almost sends it back to Hunter, but it's going to just float in the corner here. A lot of action just went down, and a lot more as Ascension is just keeping the ball in Orbit's defensive zone, not letting them get a good clear. Hunturn's going to put one on that was almost in the top 90, but it went wide. Dusking not able to keep Regret from getting through. Hunturn sends it down. Blazing with the touch. He's going to try and follow off the side. Oh, he's going to get bumped off. Dusking is under it, but Hunturn's going to send it out. Sky is going to get the boom over to Dusking, who's waiting. Dusking sends it off the backboard, lands on Blazing. This could be it. Teskimo pops it up. Oh my goodness, Regret was too awkward to get it.
The Dusking with a huge bump right in front of the goal just messes up everything for Orbit. And Regret, that's not what you want to see happen. It hits the post and bounces it towards the goal, and he just can't turn around in time. And we got a tie game with 50 seconds left to go.
This is definitely a nail biter for both sides. Ascension understanding now that they also can't give Orbit too much space, too much time to think about things, because they can be just as deadly as Ascension is. Regret with the 50, but Dusking's going to take control. He's going to send off the backboard almost with the double, but that's just going to barely miss. Hunturn keeping the pressure. Regret trying to get it past Teskimo. Teskimo off the backboard. Hunturn's there. He puts it on and woo, takes the lead for Ascension.
The back post placement from Hunter. Blazin not in the position to make a save yet, and right as he drifts around to get in position, Hunter places it and punishes him, and Ascension just like that take control with very little time for Orbit to make a counterattack to tie this into overtime.
That is most definitely one of the most unfortunate things that can happen to a team right there, getting scored on the last couple seconds. So hard to come back from that. Regret is going to get it up, try and make it happen. Teskimo says no, sends it down. Ascension is going to take game 3.
And just like that, when Orbit thought they had it, with like a minute to go, Ascension quickly counterattacks and gets back-to-back goals. It started off with an Ascension goal, and we thought it was the same old thing. Orbit was back-to-back. They took control very quickly. And for the most of that game, it looked like it was Orbit's game to lose, and they did lose it. They lost it with Ascension getting back-to-back goals with 50 seconds left. And very quickly, Ascension takes the lead in this series. We thought it was going to be a 5-game series after that last game, and it might just be because I think Orbit has what it takes to send us to a game 5.
Oh, yeah, I definitely agree there. I don't think anybody should sleep on Orbit at this point. They were almost able to pull that out and get the advantage in the series. They won the first game of the series, so they could very easily win this next game, taking us to a game 5, and even taking the dub after the game 5. But likewise, like you said, Ascension has showed us they took the advantage here, so clearly they have the ability to shut the door on this affair. And if Orbit's not careful, that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, Ascension, they have control, and then they throw it away. But they get it back just in time with 50 seconds left, as I said, to send us to a match point game. And it really just takes one mistake for if you're Ascension. And this game isn't going to game 5. The series is going to game 5. And Orbit, you have to know that. It only takes one bad clear, one whiff, one double commit, and this is going to game 5. Orbit has everything it takes to send this to a deciding game 5. But Ascension, they don't want that to happen. They want to close it out right here.
Oh, and we are seeing a roster change for Orbit as Sky's RL is going to go out. Spork, the captain of the team, finally able to show up on the field. Let's see if he's able to make anything happen for his team here. Teskimo trying to get it through the mid. Spork with the 50 on him. Blazing going to take control, but it's sent back to Regret. Regret is going to send it out. Dusking trying to get the pinch, but it doesn't go so good. Spork putting it on, but Hunter with a good save right there. Blazing Dragon with the touch, but it's going to go behind him. Regret keeping it in Ascension's defensive zone. Regret again. Regret's going to put it on. Hunter with another save. Blazing Dragon keeping the aggression. Spork was there, but Teskimo's going to send it out to Hunter, who's going to put it down. Oh, that was very close. And the ball's still in Orbit's defensive zone. Teskimo is going to put it back in front, but Regret able to send it to the side. Hunt Turnt's going to put another one on Spork, this time with the stop. Regret off the backboard, trying to get it out of his defensive zone desperately. Dusking keeping it in. Blazing Dragon to Sport. Sport gets it past Teskimo. Only one to beat here. Can he get it through? He does. What a flick.
What a placement by Spork. I think he just got around it. A nice cut. Hunter in not a good position to be. He stops at the front post expecting a fake, and the last second shot from Spork puts it back post. Not much you can do about it if you're Hunter. And Orbit take control very quickly after a lot of pressure early on in the game.
Whoa, Regret almost getting a big one there, and I think I called his shot a flick, which I don't believe was a flick, right? That wasn't a flick what he did.
It was more of a cut on the dribble.
Yeah. All right. Learning. Teskimo is going to send it up. Blazing Dragon with the backboard defense. Hunter tries to put it on. Regret able to get it past the Dusking down to Sport. Sport sending it down. Sport trying to follow. Is going to slow it down. Can't get it through Teskimo, but he's still there. Teskimo with the touch though. Hunter able to beat Blazing to it. Regret last back. Regret's going to take control, send it in front of his net, slow it down a little bit. He's got little boost, but he's able to get the 50. Hunter is going to send it off the backboard. Dusking. Oh my goodness.
What a passing play. The Dusking absolutely diming up Hunter in here. And that is the kind of plays you expect to see from the first place team in the Challenger League. Stuff like that is why they're the best, and they show how powerful they can be. And just like that, we're tied back up 1-1.
Yes, and I hope I didn't see anybody on the list for Clippers, but somebody better clip that. That was a play of the week. Oh my goodness. And what a way for Ascension to equalize the scoreboard. We reached the halfway point, 1-1, and they are up 2-1 in the series. So if they win this, they go home the victors. Orbit trying to push a game 5. Doing quite a good job so far. Teskimo able to get control of that. Teskimo not able to get the conversion. Uh-oh, Hunter putting it in front. Nobody. Spork finally able to get back. And that was a close one, Pepperoni.
Yeah, Orbit lucking out there. That was almost a very, very unfortunate situation, but they get out alive, and a counterattack from Regret here. Nice save from Teskimo, or Hunter.
Nice save indeed. Hunter's been on his save game right there, getting his 3rd save of the match so far. Regret keeping the aggression alive for Orbit. Teskimo sending it out. Spork, he's up. He makes the touch. He sends it down. Blazing's there. Blazing gets the touch, but he can't get it past Hunter. Sport up again. Gonna keep the dream going. Hunter. Oh, Spork with the touch. Gonna send it to the side. Regret trying to get it. Blazing sends it up. Hunter keeping it down. Sport gonna take his time a little bit here. Almost getting demoed. Teskimo with the fake. Blazing not faked. Able to get in front of that one. A minute left here. Spork might have a shot, but Teskimo able to get in front of it. Regret able to get the touch, but not able to do anything with it. Spork might put it on the Dusking, able to get in front of it. And boy, Orbit is absolutely assaulting Ascension at this point.
Ascension barely not giving up goals here. Only one slipping by so far, but you know they have to be feeling the pressure on the Orbit side, knowing that you lose this game, you are out. And they have so many opportunities, but they just can't punch it in.
And Spork has made a name for himself in the one game that he's played. He's already got 6 shots on net. And even though Ascension's been able to save almost every single one of them, he is deadly accurate and powerful. So they cannot let their guard down for even a half a second. Regret slowing things down, able to flick past one. Hunter is going to get in front of that. Hunter with the... And again with the last second goal. My goodness.
And Orbit, Spork already left the match. He knows there's not much they can do. Maybe a miracle, but Hunter just dunks the life out of him. And that's really unfortunate to see Spork leave like that. Hopefully, it doesn't end up costing them here, and it won't.
Yeah, holy moly. I mean, I feel for Spork. It's
Yeah.
unfortunate he left, but I feel that. That hurts. Last second. And they controlled that entire match.
Orbit
You
had so many chances. Ascension was able to hold strong and come out with a 3-1 victory. But we've all been in that situation, just like Spork. Last second goal in a ranked match, it just hurts. And Ascension showing up big today. They let the first one slip by, but then it was back to business, showing why they're the best team so far this season in the Challenger League. Now it's up to 5-0, and we saw some great passing plays from Hunter and Teskimo, or the Dusking actually was the pass, and they just showed how powerful they can be when given space and catching a win today.
Yes, I fully agree with that. And that was one awesome way to round out the night tonight. I gotta say, that was probably one of the better matches that I've been able to cast, if not one of the better matches on stream so far this season. And I gotta say, thank you, Magic Pepperoni, for sharing the booth with me while we were able to cast that spectacular banana. I don't even know what to call it.
It was a lot of fun. Two very close teams. Even though it was a 3-1, that definitely could have been one way or the other. With one whiff, one goal going differently, and if you're Orbit, you have nothing to hang your head about. Even though you're at a 2-3 spot now, there's nothing you can't do with the lineup you have. They just got to clean up their rotations, and I think they'll be fine. But that was a hell of a fun series to cast.
I agree, and congratulations to Ascension going 5-0, still undefeated. What a feat. And Orbit, like you said, 2-3, but hey, that is not a bad record by any means. Still plenty of this season to go, so plenty of time to pick up the pieces. And I'd just like to thank everybody out in the audience for joining us, everybody who supports Nemesis Gaming League. You mean the world to everybody. And if you're new here and you're not sure what's going on, come on over to the Discord. Check us out. We got YouTube. I think we got Twitter. I'm not great with that, but we definitely got Discord. That's where you want to be because that's where all the action is. That's where you can sign up and get on these streams, get on these teams, come out here, make a name for yourself. There's a cash prize for everybody at the end for the winners. So get out there, show us what you got, and that's going to pretty much wrap us up. And we're going to be back on Wednesday with 3 more matches, same time, same location. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be saucy.
Yes, sir.